like Chappelle, revving up, raising hell, pick a spot, just for two. Baby, I can't stop looking at you. I wanna know what's on your mind. Rest of time in the backseat of my car. Yeah, you know what I've been thinking. Know you.
Welcome back, guys. Nick up here at Maple Motors in Hendersonville, Tennessee, and today we're going for a test drive in a 1972 Dodge Challenger. This one here has got the 440 up under the hood. It's pretty clean under here. What I like to do is take them down the road, point out flaws, picking the flaws for you so that when you get here, you know what you're getting. So go to maplemotors.com, look at our financing options, look at the shipping options we provide. And if you don't mind, hit subscribe, share, and hit like, and I'll keep making these videos. Other than that, we do got some merchandise you can pick up at maplemotors.com. For now, it's about that time. Let's go for a ride. I like to look around the interior before we take off, just kind of point out anything. We're going to do it at the end of the video too, picking the flaws segment of the video. Just kind of glancing around. You know, the headliner's in pretty good shape. It's got a few stains and stuff in it that I see like off in the corner over there. Missing our cover. Missing the bulb too. Another thing we do, place your bets. Do you think the horn works? We're getting ready to try it out. Looking across this dash. It's in pretty good shape, but it has a giant crack in the middle here. The rest of it's nice and clean. Let's see why nobody messed with it. Turn the key. She starts up easy. Missing a few little things, like the lock right here is not in place. I've got my bag back here with all the gear that we use. You can look below in the description to see. Blower motor, does it work? Heat? Let's see here. I can feel a slight movement of air there. Go back down here. Oh, it's blowing out there. No AC on this. Wipers work. Turns off at a delayed moment after you turn the switch off. Show you the mileage. It's hard to stand behind mileage in these cars. This is a 1972 model. Turn signals popping up on both sides of the dash there. Right's not flickering though. Flasher may be out. You know, left side's flashing way too much. Radio's missing. What about the horn? Did you place your bets? I'm about to hit it. It works. It's not super loud, but it works. Electric fan switch right here below the dash. Might as well just leave it on because it cuts off and on with the ignition. Other than that, let's hit the road. Okay, so we're getting ready to take off here. I noticed the left side of the seatbelt is missing, so I can't use the seatbelts in here. Anything I see, I will let you know. We're stopping to get gas, dead on E. I don't know if the tip gauge is working. I doubt it is. So let's see what we got here. All right, our shifter is not locking in position. I can actually see that it needs to be adjusted. That's neutral, but I mean, it's just super smooth. It's just not locking in any of them. It's staying in reverse there. Neutral, drive there. So we're in drive, should be good to go. No power steering on this one. Wait for all the traffic to get by. And then we'll take off. Speedometer's coming on up. It's definitely not correct. It says we're going 55 right now. Speedometer's off by like 20 mile an hour. It's going pretty straight down the road. You know, the steering's got a very small amount of slack. When it doesn't have power steering, a lot of times there is a little bit of slack. Check your brakes. Brakes are pulling a little bit to the right. They are right now. Kick down's hooked up. So yeah, the shifter here needs to be adjusted outright because it was down in second just then, and I just barely pushed up on it and it went into drive and started shifting. So that is now a known issue. The shifter needs to be fixed. I'm having to hold it into certain spots because it's not locking in drive. It's going down into second, and it went down into first there too. But it does have an issue there. So I'm gonna go ahead and get some gas in this one, and then we're gonna keep this test drive going. Let's do it, guys. All right. Put about $15, $20 worth of gas in this car. So we'll go check that gas gauge. I don't believe it works, but let me grab my receipt here. Put the gas in on this side. Let's go ahead and jump off in here and check it out. So gas gauge is dead on E, just like that. Turn the key. Nothing. It actually looks like it's touching the glass. Yeah, it's me. All right, let's take off here. Okay, so kind of figured out the shifter. Took me a second, but I got it. So what it is this button is stuck in, and you take the button. See, I was having to hold it in reverse because all it would do is go flying forward on me. I mean, literally just, it needs a spring. But there's reverse. So now it's stuck in reverse. I can't go forward and slap it back into drive. You gotta push the button a little bit. But it does, it needs that spring put in it. But at least now we can leave her in drive and listen to her shift out. First thing I'm gonna try is some WD-40 because, you know, that stuff works miracles. And I wanna make sure y'all look good. Oh, wow. Perfect view. Good deal. Let's hit the road. When I get back to the lot, we're picking out the flows. Uh-oh. Had a little bit of a slip from first to second. It's cutting in and out a little bit too. On these old Mopars, you want to make sure they're charging. If it's not charging, it'll actually run wrong, like funny, and start running bad, missing, and acting up. You heard it cutting in and out there for a second. We'll make sure that's not the case. My light back here slid forward on me. The brakes work great on this thing. As you heard, it was cutting in and out there for a second. So we're gonna blast down the road one more time and make sure she's just not getting hot. I've been sitting in the parking lot for 30 to 45 minutes just letting it run, getting all these outside pictures and videos and stuff, and we don't have a temp gauge that works correctly on here, so let's listen to it again. A little bit of a slip, first to second. A little hesitation when you push into it. We're just gonna go around one more time. Being a little quiet on purpose, trying to let you listen to everything. She's running pretty smooth now. She may have been loading up as well from where it was been sitting in the parking lot. Like I said, it's not good to let them run that long. I let every car run that long, just tested them out. And when you just hit it, it's got a little bit of a hesitation. a lot smoother this time around. Nobody's behind us. So. Kick the tire over there. Seems to be slipping just a little bit when shifting into the next gear. All right, we're going back to the lot now. We're gonna be picking out the flaws, pointing out chips, scratches, rust, anything wrong with this car, I will let it be known. I'll be right back, guys. Back up here at the lot, getting ready to walk around this car, point out chips, scratches, and flaws. So let's go ahead and get started. We'll start with the trunk this time. We never start in the back. Look at the detailed pictures at maplemotors.com so you don't miss anything. You can see on the bumper back here, it's got a lot of chips and little rust spots coming through. The chrome's not perfect. Looking around in the trunk, the seal is in good shape. You got some chips. Some chips up in this area too. Let's go ahead and pull this mat, see what we got up under here. As we're looking in there, you can see where they tape these holes. I guess just to keep bugs and stuff out. A few little holes there. But it actually is pretty solid. You can see some of the crusty stuff, the dirt, the old paint peeling off, tail light falling out. Let's put that back in. There we go. So I guess if the tail lights didn't work, this is the reason. Nobody ever put them back in. They're back in now. Hopefully they work. Looking up at our package tray. Don't look too bad. I guess I'm gonna leave all that stuff on the ground back there. Keys are in the ignition. Let's see. Shuts easy. One thing about this paint job, it has got a ton of flaws. So you see this acne stuff popping up all over the paint job here. What we're going to be looking for is this kind of stuff. Big chips, little rust spots coming through, trim hanging there. You can see the cracks in the paint. It does need a paint job. You can see all these little bubbles popping up all over the paint. A lot of times that happens if there was some kind of debris in the air, silicone in the air, and it just, I mean, it's everywhere, and it's pretty spread even too. So it's almost like they didn't prep it right when they painted it. With that being said, I'm going to go down the lower portions and look for rust or big old dents. So you got some cracks back here, got a big old scratch there. I picked up a lot of dirt on the test drive. A lot of acne on this car. Edge of your door's got a bunch of chips. Pretty straight car though, looking down the side. Back this midsection. chips. Big old spot on the trunk lid there. Up in the corner here, you've got some rust. A lot of times the water will come down and get trapped and underneath this trim and cause it to rust. Some chips right up in here. Cracks down in there. Chip right up on here. The seal around your window, not too bad. I mean, it's not brand new, but it's still soft, and I'm sure it's still working. Back over the top of this fender, you've got a lot of chips down inside here where the hood comes down. Up on the front here. Front bumper's pitted. Down this side, lower portion first. Tires are in good shape coming up over. Smell brakes. Chip right there in the corner. Got some bubbles popping up at the bottom here. Just a chip there. Got some bubbles popping up in the back here, some rust. Back this midsection spot here. Top of your fenders, tons of chips. Like I said, this is an older, weak paint job. Going over the front windshield, not too bad. You got a scratch right here. Coming from the older windshield wipers, these are fine. Trim looks good around the window. Your pillar's nice. Crack here. That's the spots around your back window again. All right, let's go ahead and check the interior out. We'll get her started up again. You open the door, coming up on the door panel, it's not perfect. It's got a lot of chips. Got a little rust popping up on the bottom here in the corner. A couple little bubbles popping up right here in the middle. Jams look pretty good. The seat in this one looks awesome, nice and clean, in good shape. Looking around in the back. Not too bad. Go ahead and start her up. That was without me giving it gas. up your hood, you've got a lot of chips. Coming down with the hood, I'm barely pushing it. One thing it doesn't have is a latch. It's got a safety, but you always got to remember on this car, put your pins back in. Safety only help you so much. Probably actually won't come up at all with that safety, but put the pins in, you won't have to worry about it. You do got a lot of chips on your hood. It's not perfect. You got some stuff up here you can see where the air cleaner probably hit that. Guys, I do appreciate you watching. If you're new to the channel, hit subscribe, share, and hit like. I will keep doing these videos for you, and that helps me out quite a bit. That's why I say it. If you go to maplemotors.com, you can see the 100 detailed pictures that we have. You can see the finance options, the shipping options, and of course all of the merchandise. We've got a lot of t-shirts, some tumblers, a lot of stuff that you can pick up for your loved ones on Christmas or your friends. I know I'm definitely going to pick up some stuff for some of the people that I know. I got more to do. I appreciate you watching. I'll see you later, guys.